Let's take you back to the 90s, back when R&B music actually existed. Today we're gonna pick a song from the 90s and talk about where it was filmed at.
A song from the 90s. That's a good idea.
I know, right? And then figure out if we wanna go there too. All right, so let's cue the music.
We don't even talk anymore.
Many of you are probably familiar with this song already. It's my jam. We don't even talk anymore.
Oh man, I love that song, but I love it less when you sing it.
Anyways, my first thoughts when I first saw the video and tried to figure out was it's probably somewhere down in Mexico. But it turns out it's actually here in the United States, in New Mexico. It's actually White Sand National Park. I've never actually been to New Mexico. Actually, I take that back. I think I drove along the 10 freeway with my uncle on our way through Texas. The video itself kind of highlights how unique this place is. White sandy beaches. Not really something that we see very often. So would I go there because there's white sand and I can wear all white and pretend like I'm in a music video?
We don't even talk anymore.
Maybe. But we can see what else there is to do there. Let's find out. And just a little background around this place. Apparently this used to be a huge lake that was around for 250 something million years. And then about 10,000 years ago, the lake dried out. And what you're walking through and driving through is the old sand, gypsum sand. So because of that, there's a lot of historical fossilized footprints there dating back about 10,000 years. And they also have some biking there that you can do.
Biking's good. Biking would be fun.
I've seen you ride a bike, and you need more than 2 wheels.
Come on, Oos. I'll ride a bike around you all day.
You don't even own a bike.
Yeah, I don't own a bike.
They got hiking trails. Obviously, it's a very picturesque place. So you can bring your camera. You can even do some overnight camping there. And it's interesting because they will completely shut down and lock the gates at night. So you can't get out. So you gotta make sure that you have all of your stuff with you. You know, they give warnings about making sure that you have chargers and that you're packing in and packing out your food. My suggestion is to go through the website to kind of filter through some of those things that you need to make sure is essential for you to have if you decide to do overnight camping. Also, check the National Park Service's website because they even have moments where they will close the park down for some sort of testing that they do. I don't know. I didn't read all of it because I thought it was too boring. But it's important to know before you get there if you can even access the park. And they got sledding. There's kind of like an 8-mile drive. That's also the location that you have to bike it as well. And what's cool about the sledding part is you can actually buy sleds at like the visitor center. So that kind of helps a little bit so you're not having to pack some of these things in. You know, I'm kind of hungry. Let's grab something to eat.
Give me something too.
Get your own food. Much better. My parents used to get Raisin Bran, Cheerios, Honey Nut Cheerios, and we never touched Raisin Bran. But that's Raisin Bran Crunch. There's a big difference. All right, so where were we? White Sands National Park. Some of the pictures that I'm finding on mps.gov, they got some really unique animals out there. They got like an albino lizard, these cute little pocket mouses, foxes and badgers. You know, you expect to see some of these things in the desert. But then there's a whole set of group of, how would you say it? They'll probably fall under the oh hell no group. Like this guy here. Yeah, he would be part of this oh hell no group. Oh hell no is correct. Looks like legs from the aliens in Men in Black. Also, any of these guys that's in this group here too is part of this oh hell no group because that is not, no. Sorry. I would probably jot this location as one of those places that I would add to in addition to other places to see within the region. A quick search on other things to do within 3 hours found Carlsbad Caverns National Park, which seems like a very interesting place to see. And I'm sure there's like tour groups and routes of all of southern New Mexico that you can find. So if I was actually planning a trip, I would most likely fly into El Paso, Texas. From there, I would take a route from El Paso over to Guadalupe Mountain National Park, get that shot that I want, and then beeline straight to Carlsbad Caverns National Park. If I have time, I'll try to go to Sitting Falls, but that just kind of varies depending on how much time I have that day. If not, then I'll skip that altogether, and then I'll spend the night in Carlsbad. Now, Carlsbad's got some interesting things to do there too. There's a couple museums, a couple lakes, a couple waterfalls, a couple family-friendly activities, so if you're taking kids, that might be a worthwhile pit stop in Carlsbad. But then I would beeline straight north to Roswell, New Mexico, because I want to see the aliens. Show me the aliens. Apparently, right smack downtown of Roswell, they have an International UFO Museum. I gotta go. And then from there, I'm gonna head west towards White Sands National Park, and I'm gonna do one of a couple of things. You get into a huge mountainous area here, so there's tons of touristy type things to do. They got hiking trails, there's skiing there in the winter, there's petroglyphs, which is where I would go, and I would also go to the St. Joseph Apache Historic Church, simply because I like old architecture like that. And then from there, I would go to take a photo with the largest pistachio monument? I don't know, but I would do it because when you're a tourist, you do touristy things. Then I'll spend the night at Alamogordo, wake up and go straight to White Sands National Park to film my music video. After filming my music video, I'm gonna go check out some missiles at a White Sands Missile Range Museum. Then after that, beeline back to El Paso, Texas, and get ready to book my flight or even spend another night there to visit downtown El Paso. We're only looking at a little over 10 hours of total drive time and 580 miles. So not extreme, nothing crazy in terms of the amount of driving. You're essentially breaking that mileage down to 2 to 3 days. We all can do it. Kind of actually want to take this trip now. I mean, discovering some of these new places just piqued my interest. And Boys to Men, man, gotta love those guys. So yeah, I had a great time learning about some of these places, especially where they filmed one of my favorite 90s songs. So thanks for watching. Like the video, comment, let me know some other places that you think we should go. I would appreciate a follow, and have a good night. You should consider putting me in more of your videos. The channel needs a star, You want
me to hit you in your face?
Yeah.
One more, just
One more.
Maybe I should not laugh. Let's try it again.
You can't make a sound.
Got it. What happens if I make a sound?
Hold on, I need this.
Do we have to do it again?
Don't. I have to not be smiling right now. All right.